Welcome back to the Mike Russian Show. I am Mike Russian. On the side of me is Christopherson. Ladies and
Hey.
gentlemen, how y'all doing out there? You dig? We got Brother V. We got Jay Boogie on deck. We're going to have Baby Shay on location live, hitting us up. You know what I'm saying? So we all over the place today. But, in lieu of what we did last weekend and the weekend before that, I was very inspired to say that it's necessary for y'all to know my people. Cause see, we family around here. We family in a way that I don't think a lot of people understand. You know, it's like we close, we hold each other down, we are honest with each other, we show love, you know what I mean? And in that, we share that love with y'all. You feel me? So I talked to Brother V and Brother J and Mr. T, you know what I'm saying, and Starfus and the Baby Shay, pretty much the whole squad, you know, we discussed it. And I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Let's go around the board. Let's really get these people some love. Let's let them know what's happening. So let's let them get to know us in a way that y'all got to know me because y'all got my ass. I just want to let y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? The past couple weekends, y'all got me. I mean, with some real tough questions, but also some real amazing questions. You feel me? So I think I want to start with my brother V. You know what I mean? Out of the squad, me and V, we knew each other first. And that shit, what would you say, about 32 years, V?
Yeah.
About 32 years ago. And we've been friends ever since, brothers ever since, you know, and a lot of things have happened. We've added on to our families, you know what I'm saying? We've experienced a lot of gain, a lot of loss. And you know, I think people need to know that, you know what I'm saying? So what you think, V? You wanna take a round at it? What you think,
I,
bro?
I could do that, but
All right, bet. All right, cool. So I want to start like this, my dude. First off, happy Saturday to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful, beautiful end to the
hey,
Sabbath.
Right.
A high day,
100%.
you know what I'm saying? This is a high Sabbath. So I just want to say happy Sabbath to my family. Also, you know, I also wanted to just, you know, check on y'all for a minute. So before we go into it, how y'all doing? How's everybody? Everybody all right?
I'm great.
Everybody good? Mr. T, how you doing, brothers? All right, Mr. T's good. Lights are right, so I know that Mr. T's doing good. You all right, brother Jay?
I am, bro. Thank you for
You all right?
asking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I mean, I can't act like you ain't sitting there. But anyway, back to V. So how you doing, V? You
you
good,
know
my
how I
nigga?
do. Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what's up. That's what's up. So, all right, brother V, we're gonna start here, man. You know what I'm saying? I hear that you're a jack of all trades out here these days. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course, as you grow, you expand. You know, I've moved out of state, so I don't get the opportunity to keep eyes on you as close as we used to. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I hear that you got a lot of different things that you into, dog, and one of them, you know, happens to be one of my personal favorites, which is culinary, the culinary arts, dude. So I'm trying to hear about that, dog. Like I'm trying to hear about like what's really cooking in V's kitchen these days, my dude?
Yeah, got a few things in rotation, but just to really talk about it, I kind of came up with parents that cook. My mom cooked,
Right.
even my pops, like the whole family came over on, holidays to barbecue. Like we was getting up early as hell, going up to Lincoln Park with two grills,
Ooh wee.
like at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh
You know
wee.
what I'm saying? To throw the meat on there and get everything started for the entire family. Then of course everybody started showing up and shit. So I kind of grew up watching people cook and watching like other family members come to my home because of
Uh,
that cooking. So I
uh,
kind of, I like cooking. It's for me, it's like an expression of love, and so I really enjoy it. One of the things that's like a heavy rotation right now is my little Tuscan mushroom chicken. That's always a hit.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I can
my
attest
Puerto
to
Rican
that.
rice and beans is always a hit, and then like some barbecue joints is always in rotation and always cooked to perfection. Always a hit.
Don't hesitate to let them know that it's cooked to perfection. I can dig that.
Absolutely, you
I
already
can
He's
know.
really,
also known
I
for being modest.
fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I can really attest for that mushroom chicken because I mean he made that while he was at my crib. We came and got together for the birthdays. You know what I'm saying? Me and the brothers, we hang out every year, get together every year on our birthdays. That's one of our traditions. So you know what I'm saying? bro blessed us with that flavor. It was magnificent. I mean,
Glad you
definitely cooked
liked
to
it.
perfection.
You
You
know,
feel
I do.
me? You know what I mean? So, I just want to let you know that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. So, I mean, along, with the culinary skill, I mean, if you the jack of all trades, my dude, tell these people what you getting into these days. Like, what is you doing? What you doing with your time? Because I see the painting in the background. So,
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of artwork and just kind of painting with colors, really drawing with colors and kind of trying to represent that 90s and 2000s, kind of what we grew up on,
hmm
the movies we watched. Because back then, if you wasn't outside, you was in the house watching videos, listening to music, or watching movies. Especially when you were shorties, like all you had was movies, and you had a few movies that really we was in, so you kept them in rotation.
okay.
Electric Boogaloo, Wap Bam, doing like the same movies.
Not the
Right,
man. Okay,
right.
okay.
Electric
Disorderlies, you know what I'm
Boogaloo
saying, with
and
the Fat
Breaker was
Boys.
crazy.
Like you know what I'm saying, there's certain shit that had us in it. And so, that's what was in the library at the crib.
All right. All right.
Yeah, so I love painting, so I'm trying to have my music and how I kind of grew up in the culture reflected in my art.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right. Well, I'm gonna pass the torch because I'm sure my other people got some things that they want to.
Hey, Shay, hey, okay.
Baby Shay live.
Hey, the whole family. Hey,
Yo.
Yo,
we
that's
love it.
Hey, family.
crazy. What's going on, Mama? Hey, you all right? Uh-oh, we
Cat,
got
uh-oh, here we
we
go.
got
Oh
another
She is
boy.
not all right.
laugh.
she
Uh-oh.
said,
You
she
look
said, I need
great,
to call Mr. T.
Ew.
but
God damn it.
We're glad to see you, Baby Shay.
Look, is it okay?
And she
okay.
said,
Damn.
"Oop."
Probably,
And now,
probably.
And now
But
I'm
anyway,
gone.
right. And the meaning in between while she working out those technical difficulties out, I'm gonna go ahead and pass the torch. I ain't gonna take too much of the time up. What you got for him, Starferson?
Well, I was gonna ask you about your love language. You already said cooking, painting, all that, whatever. So I have a question that I've been dying to know. From way back when I met you guys, I was told that you met each other at the school that you didn't go to. How did that happen? How were you even in
Damn.
that
There
school?
it is.
Like my high school has security guards
Chill
and
out.
where you going? Let me check your ID. What's in the bag? You just
Had
showed
you
up
I
in
mean, that
some
was that
spot.
was back at a different time where there was a few campuses left in the city that had open campus. And so that means after third period, you can go outside for lunch options.
What?
Or if you had like a study, you can go outside. I don't really know the particular rules of it. I just know the exploits. And so
You took the
pretty
advantage.
much after third period, you knew if I showed up on campus at a certain time, everybody was outside. It wasn't like just me. It wasn't just me. Everybody was outside. Well, should
No,
they
no,
have been in class? Probably. Should I have been in class? Probably. At my school? Yeah,
that's
probably. But I wasn't.
He said
that is
maybe
the
I should
problem right there.
He said, but I
I, I,
wasn't.
I
Well,
wasn't. I was up at
I wasn't.
I
Don't
was
play
up
with
at
me.
we don't call it LP because people be
all right.
LPing. I was up at LP,
Shout out to LP.
hooping, sitting in Mr. M's class, Mr. M's chorus class.
This is
Shout out to Mr.
ridiculous.
Malone.
And they
Shout
didn't
out to
care
Mr.
that you
Malone.
didn't
You
belong
understand me?
there.
No, he
No,
used to just chill in the back. Like
just sitting back.
Tiger
You know
was
what I'm
rude.
saying?
I'm like, how this nigga get on the attendance roster? It's
I'm
crazy.
saying, like he
You don't go here.
I was doing after school activities with
No.
these
Fine.
dudes,
It's a fact.
like Mame, shout out Mame, the
Mm.
musical.
Damn.
You, dog, for real, dog. Are you serious right now? Like we were there. He's telling the truth.
Fuck.
Go ahead.
Right, I was helping with the talent show.
Right.
It was too much stuff. It was
That's too
I
much.
was on campus like for my senior year, but at a whole other school, which is ridiculous in itself. But I was. It was a lot of
He
fun,
said, I did that. I
but it
did
was
it.
completely
I did
irresponsible.
it. Quit playing with me.
Did you graduate from your high school?
No, I did. I ended up getting my certificate later and shit. Probably must the next year. So
Right.
like immediately next year, because it was some bullshit. I shouldn't have did that shit.
Fuck.
It was worth it.
But you were in
Yeah,
my
it
yearbook.
was. I was.
I mean, all
What?
through the yearbook, dog.
Shout out Mr. Westbrook. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Damn.
How you naming multiple teachers? It's
I mean,
crazy.
multiple teachers, dude. Like, come on, fam.
Shout out to
He
Wes.
did that too. He was like, "Yep, I'm here." They just signed.
Fuck it.
Okay, V's here. The fuck? That's awesome.
You're not there. You're not supposed to be here.
I'm not.
Right? Like, why are you even here? It was amazing. It was an amazing time.
It was-
Amazing time.
Way worth it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that was just the beginning of, just learning how and when to stay under the radar appropriately.
Fuck it.
Perfecting your skills.
Codename Viper.
Whole
This nigga
name.
infiltrated a whole school for multiple years.
That's real. Those are facts, ladies and gentlemen. B did happen to go to our school and his school at the same time without really, going his
To the school?
So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that was the coldest shit that was ever pulled I've ever seen like before. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's an amazing, amazing stride. You know what I'm saying, in the right direction of brother V. You feel me?
Yearbook pictures. Well, who is this nigga?
Right.
Question marks.
So hooping, huh? Hooping. I think that's amazing. So
Yeah,
was he-
still,
Go ahead.
still killing even to this day.
Okay.
To this day.
What you got for him, brother Jay?
Oh man. Shit. Again, we go back 30 years, not 32, but 30. You feel me?
Indeed.
But you grew up in Chicago. Talk to me about the things that you experienced growing up in Chicago that shaped you the most.
Vincente.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was frozen for a minute.
Nah.
there.
Right. He was like,
Whoa. Hey, I'm not
You
frozen.
got me there.
Right.
I'm like, your fan is going. I know you're not frozen. Your fan is going.
But I would say probably one of the major things that probably shaped me, especially being a shorty, because my mom was a hustler. You know what I'm saying? She was out here and she did what she had to do to take care of 4 sons or what have you.
Shout out
But I
to
think
moms.
one of her biggest concerns was us being out here in the streets, especially with all of the things that was going on and with her family dynamics and what have you. She didn't want us kind of ending up in the streets. So I think one of the biggest things that sat with me early, I remember I was working at Walgreens. I was like maybe 14 or something like that, working at Walgreens in between getting ready to go to high school. It was that summer. I'm working. So as soon as school start, I keep working and shit. And then I get my first report card and it's all bad. It is all bad. It's horrible. And she made me immediately quit. She was like, nah, you're not finna get wrapped up and making money. Like, you can make money at any time, but you need to be on your school shit, be on your smart shit, because you do that and the money be there anyway. Don't get caught up and making money. So that was one thing that kind of stuck out to me. Because of course I was mad as well too, because had a little money and shit. Now I didn't, but I was the only one to blame for that, to be honest. But another thing that kind of stood out to me was living with my grandmother and in the projects and shit, and also just getting up in the morning every Sunday, going to church, having to go to church, not really wanting to go to church.
Right.
And then we had to get up. You get up early to go to church, but my grandmother was a Sunday school teacher.
Dang.
So we had to get up
Damn.
early so that she can be at church on time to prep for class.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday was spoken for.
Right.
Gotcha.
So, but I mean, Sunday school, I had some dope experiences, and I mean, it was cool being with my grandmother and shit. So that was always something that kind of hold dear to me, watching my grandmother move around in a way. Because to me, my grandmother was like the ultimate example of unconditional love. Like, man, I knew not to play around, but she would also do anything for anybody, you know what I'm saying, at any time. And just growing up around that is rare. And so I hold that like very, very close to me. And then I think one of the last things I would say was an important thing was my cousin Gina and her boyfriend Julian looking out for me right after high school. They was the ones that actually made me go and finish because that was some bullshit that I didn't.
Right.
But even outside of that, once I did finish, taking me and kind of celebrating me, and also like Julian put me on to, I think that was like the beginnings of me being a foodie, really, because I was 15, no, excuse me, 18, 17, 18, going to like a real Thai food. Shout out Star Siam with the pillows. We went and sat on the big pillows and shit. It was
Right.
the first time I had, you know what I'm saying, chicken satay with the real peanuts. And of course, as an 18-year-old kid from the projects, that blew my mind. That shit was
Right.
delicious. So, you know, I started looking for other delicious things to do and to eat, kind of opened my mind to shit out there that I hadn't experienced that I knew was out there and shit, especially since I was used to being around eating good all the time, soul food, Puerto Rican food.
Mm.
Now there's other shit, like all this other just flavors and shit. Like I had to do it. So I love eating, I love cooking. It's something that's like a big part of me.
No doubt. No
And
doubt.
Chicago made that for sure.
Shout out
That's
to the
what's up.
land. Shot Illy all day, baby. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
boy.
what's up. That's what's up. So we all met at different times in Logan, right? Logan Bully. Shout out to Logan Bully,
The
right?
bully, baby.
Right. Um, I'm interested to know. Well, first of all, there was quite a difference, I would imagine, growing up for a portion of your life in the projects. You and I know that was Cabrini Green adjacent, right?
Shout out to the Greens. Yes.
He not from the Greens, he from the row houses. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out.
Hey,
Right?
hey, 660 is legit though. So this one,
Facts. 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 You
Right.
got your badges. Chill out.
man, I
I
know.
don't mean no harm. Don't mean no harm, bro.
Stripes are earned. You understand me? Stripes are earned.
Wait, is
But
his
let's talk about like how those environments were different. Like what was the largest differences? Because you talked about what you experienced growing up with your grandmother during that time, which was your African American side of your family. But then
Right,
you actually had a lot of experiences with your Puerto Rican side of your family. And I'm
for sure.
interested to know what was different between those two environments. What was like a loud difference?
I mean, the Puerto Rican side of my family was kind of better off comparatively, especially living in the projects. And
So
so, you know,
Stupid face.
it was quite the dichotomy going from the projects to, you know what I'm saying, a ranch house or multi, you know what I'm saying, multi-floor homes. It was crazy. It was crazy emotionally and what have you, just going through those different environments, you know what I'm saying, in a given day even. But you know what I'm saying, like most of my Puerto Rican family was in Hamilton Park, you know what I'm saying, they lived like regular Puerto Ricans. And so I lived, you know, they weren't too far, you know, Humboldt Park wasn't really too far from the west side. It was Puerto Rican west side
Damn.
pretty much.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the
Until
land.
until Lincoln Park started creeping up over that way, like it was pretty much the west side stopped only because the Puerto Ricans had lived over there in that area. Pretty much. That was the only thing that happened. And then it was like some more niggas and white people and shit. So
Damn. Hold on,
I
Jay.
mean,
Hold on, B. Let me do this for him. Let me give him the little, you know, the little geography of it. So what he's saying is that Humboldt Park was like right in the middle of the city. I'm talking about between the west side and the north side, but it also was a little bit further away from, it wasn't as far away from the lake as say the west side was, right? So you got
Mhm.
Puerto Ricans right in the middle. They right in the middle and they run the park, right? And the boulevards along the parks. So, and I'm talking about gangs. We talking about gangs back in these days. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna keep it all the way gangster, we talking about Latin Kings. You know what I'm saying? The Kings pretty much ran not Logan, but Humboldt Park back in the day. So, and that predominantly was Puerto Rican. I don't care where you at. You know what I'm saying? Even in New York, it's the same thing. So they ran the middle part of this. They got that big chunk of real estate right in the middle of the city, and that's what he's talking about. Go ahead, B.
Yeah. So I mean, I had uncles. I got a lot of uncles, really. So I had a few aunts, but most of my family are uncles, and so it was crazy. Pretty much, it was definitely crazy times.
La
Espe-
Boricua.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
my mom is an albino Puerto Rican, so she kind of had a different kind of experience than I think most Puerto Ricans would have.
Facts.
And then she was, I think comfortable in the projects because, what I'm saying, she was an albino. It was two albinos in the projects, my mom and Crazy Wanda. Crazy
Come on,
Wanda was
man.
crazy.
Crazy Wanda is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, everybody had a nickname back in them days too. Ain't that
Damn.
something?
Yeah,
Damn.
but yeah. It was crazy, definitely. You know what I'm saying? I love my family. I definitely love my Puerto Rican side of the family. They showed me and my brothers a lot of love and a lot of different shit. And it was just, like I said, that's always crazy. You get different things from your mom's side of the family, no matter what, what I'm saying, race than you get from your dad's side of the family. But because my mom kind of went through shit and kind of kept us close to my dad's side of the family, I grew up in the projects and amongst
I
black
got a
people.
Let
question for you.
Yeah.
You got a question?
let me
Oh,
ask,
finish that, Jay.
how did growing up in Logan kind of contribute to who you ultimately became?
Well, we was backpackers. Well, yeah, we was backpackers back then. We was beat boys back then, pretty much back in the early '90s, and moving from kind of like the projects to Logan Square, which kind of had that more urban but like open feel. It was white people there. It was Puerto Ricans. It was niggas. It was kind of everything, kind of
Come on.
congregated all in one area. So
Uh-oh.
did they freeze?
I think so.
I think they did.
We'll give them a second. I guess for the purposes of
Yeah, but
whatever, you could just keep, you know what I'm saying?
Logan Square was dope, though. It was cool. I mean, now it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's more. It's
Gentrified?
been, yeah.
It's
It's
probably the
definitely
nicest way to put it.
it is definitely gentrified. Humboldt Park has been gentrified. It's definitely different. You know what I'm saying? Like back when I was growing up, the GDs and the Kings was shooting at each other from across the fucking
Come on, man.
boulevard. Shit, not
They live
no,
next door.
I'm dead serious. And so like
Facts.
that shit was, not what it is now. Like you walk around Logan Square now, before I moved out of there, and the people were looking at me like, hey, what are you doing around here, sir?
Right.
You doing around here,
Right.
sir?
Oh,
You were the
shit.
outlier.
There go Baby Shay
Right.
again.
Can
You were
she
the
hear you?
outlier.
Hey, welcome
What up,
back,
Shay?
Kelly.
That is
Welcome
that is
back,
Hey.
Kelly.
Supremus Africanus. You can't even hear her though. I'm getting oh.
But man, she had a party. We could have went.
Oh, the real. We could have, you know what I'm saying? We could have got there.
Arkansas?
Oh, brother V and anybody else who partakes. Happy 420 Eve, you bitches. You
That's
understand
right.
me? Happy 420 Eve.
Right.
That's what time it is. 420. I don't know what y'all doing, but on 420, oh yeah. Welcome to Flavor Country. That's all I gotta say. Baby Shay, welcome to Flavor Country. Is that a barn behind you? That looks like a goddamn barn. Are those sheets hanging? God damn it.
They're not wearing them.
That's about as hood
That's a
fabulous as you
plus.
can get. That
We
is
love it.
amazing.
We
I love it. I love it. Right. Just need all house music to play. I didn't, you know what? Forgive us for the Mr. T, the lights. Forgive us for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back.
Anything that can happen will happen on the Mike Russian Show. Please
That's right.
believe that. Just keep growing with us. You understand me? You will not be disappointed. I
Look at that
promise.
smile.
Baby Shay, you are smiling like girl, look like new money.
I'm
And
jealous. She looking like she having fun.
she look like she having a blast out there. She got her
Can she
boots
hear
on,
us?
probably got her mutters on. You understand me? She out there kicking up some shit. I know
But
that's right.
it's gone.
Fuck it. That's a lot of people. Y'all having a blast. Damn it. That's all right with me. That's all right with me, Baby Shay. I wish we could hear you, but can you hear us?
Nope.
You can hear us, can't you, girl? Okay. All right. All right. All right. Anyway. Girl, it's good to see you. Thank you. Well, let's just let the viewers know. Baby Shay's live on location. She went to go see her mama for her birthday in Arkansas, and she out there with
That's
her
what's
folks
up.
partying and getting it in. You know, we all about family around here, so I salute that. You dig what I'm saying? We'll see you next
We love
weekend,
you.
Baby Shay. Oh my
Right.
God! Look, there go the food. I knew it was gonna come.
Right.
Look at
You
that.
see the
Is that
liquor.
cake? What is that?
You see the liquor.
cake?
You see these bottles.
Right. You see these pans? You see all these pans? You know what we finna do? We
Fuck.
finna eat.
Quit playing. Quit playing with me.
Don't play with me. Hey, Baby
Hey.
Shay, girl, you got to find the phone. Listen to me. Find the phone that's got a microphone because we
Just
can't hear
call.
you, but you look like
At
you
all.
having fun. God damn it. You look like you having a good time. I just want to tell you that. Now you're frozen. All right.
Your whole upper body is smiling.
Right.
Darn.
Just
Oh.
straight teeth. That's what I'm talking about. Look at it. It's dark. You see her teeth. I know that's right, Baby Shay. You better
Damn.
do that to him, girl. All right.
All right, cool.
Brother V.
We'll keep it moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did
We'll
you
keep it moving.
did you
So,
go ahead, Jay.
yeah. So I was interested to know because you mentioned your grandmother earlier. So I know that's probably one of your individuals who was like highly impactful in your upbringing. Who were the other two adults that like had high impact on your upbringing? You know, maybe provided you with direction that you still carry, so on and so forth.
I mean, definitely, of course, my mom. You know, love mom, but also shout out to no disrespect, but Tony Money.
Right.
Church.
Right.
Hey, ma.
Hey, mom.
Okay, I'm gonna
say hi to ma, Jay.
100%. 100%.
Right.
I want no problems.
Okay.
You feel me? 100%. Was instrumental in all of us kind of developing into what we became.
Yeah, one of the things that definitely mom said to me that kind of always stuck to me and stuck with me, and I was, you know, I think this was when everything was kind of changing for everybody, but she kind of told me that, you know, you were allowed to have your feelings. It's okay for you to feel your feelings, feel them, you know, 100%, but don't be led by them. You know what I'm saying? Feel your feelings, get your cry out, get your angry out, get your mad out. And then when you're done with that, figure out what you finna do next. Because you can't sit and cry for 40 days. You can't be mad for 40 days. You need to live. And so you have to figure out what you're gonna do next, or what's the next steps. And that's something that always stuck with me, because it's like it allowed me to process my emotions and not feel bad about emoting and still being who I am and shit. So I love mom.
Right.
Love you, mom.
Love your mom.
100%. Love you, mom. Take time to be human, but keep it pushing.
Yeah,
100%.
no doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, just in the event that y'all wondering who Tony is my mother, my biological mother, but she is also all of our mothers. So
Absolutely.
you do the math. All right.
100%.
We brothers for real. You seen the movie, The Brothers? that was us. You understand me? For
Right.
real. Even 4 brothers, that's us. You understand me? 1 woman, I mean, for the most part, other than B's mom, raised us. So you do the math. Real
Facts.
talk. Real talk
Facts.
right there.
Hey,
Salute to mom and mom.
I want to add some levity because that was a little bit deep, a little bit.
It
Again,
touched me.
shout out
I
to
ain't gonna lie.
mom.
It touched me a little bit. I was touched. You
100%.
understand me? Yes, Lord.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'll ask you is one of the sayings in Chicago that you're known for using is "Get your dirty ass out of here."
Dirty. Talk about it.
Why do you still use that today? It's 2025. Why are you still using that?
Come on with it, V.
I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, whenever I say it, first of all, I'm just going to start with the origin story.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes, sir.
right,
Give it to
so,
him.
of course, I was hooping.
Fuck it.
I'm hooping up north on Tweedy and Sheridan, and we running fulls, and it's me and Kobe. So we hooping.
Shout out to Cole.
Yeah, shout out to Cole. He was a real nigga. We hooping, and we was having some good games, and then this one team got on, and they was killing us, bro. I ain't even lie. Like they was dogging us. All right, but they had like 3 niggas on their team that was like killers,
Uh-huh.
and they had 2 bum niggas. And I was D'ing up like the bummiest of the bum niggas on their team. But this nigga's also talking the most shit like the entire game. So he pissed me off, but I can't really say nothing because they winning and they is busting their ass. Like they busting their ass like just unequivocally. We got one like 4 games in a row, retired. They got fresh legs and shit. They got like dudes at 6'2", 6'3". Like they busting their ass. So I'm killing dudes that I'm, you know what I'm saying, lined up against, but he's still talking shit. And they winning. It's what can you really say but be mad? So we lost. We getting off the court and shit. And this nigga had the nerve to come up to me and try and shake my hand and talk about a good game. And I looked at him and I was like, man, get your dirty ass out of here. And it was fucked up because he had like a tank top on. And the front of his tank top was clean, but the back was dirty. Like his ass was dirty. So everybody looked at him and just died and shit. Like, and he turned around like, bro, you don't have to do me like that. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, let's go, because we lost and there was like 4 other niggas waiting, so we might as well go ahead and cut. But like, everybody cut up and shit, and then that kind of was like my go-to shit. Like, if motherfuckers annoying me, just get your dirty ass out of here, man. Fuck out of here.
Church.
So
And
one
people, when I
nigga
say
was the
that,
origin story.
right? And then when I say that, people look at me like, "Am I dirty? Like, why are you saying this to me?"
What's crazy was he was dirty in the
He
moment.
was dirty, so he couldn't even refute anything.
That is tough.
Yeah, that's actually accurate. You know what I'm
He
saying?
said you didn't have to do me like that.
He
It's
forged
crazy.
the statement off some real shit that became a saying. It's legend.
on, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's
It is
legend.
And Kobe is really the one who made it
probably at
official
least
because
15 minutes later.
Kobe's
15
seeing it. He
years later.
dying and shit. And so now he like every few minutes, like the next few days, he was like, "Get your dirty." He the one like the next few days, every other minute, like, "Get your dirty ass out of here."
Right. It's always
So,
one
yeah.
person that wear it out though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You use it appropriately, but then you got another person in your clique that just wear it the fuck out for real.
Cole
You
was
know
on
what I'm saying?
that. Cole was on that, bro.
That's crazy.
That's tough.
That's majorly crazy. You know what? I got a question, bro. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
I may. So growing up in Logan Bully, you know what I'm saying? You encounter a lot of different characters, a lot of different people. And you know what I'm saying? I think that the people should know, like, you know, they get my version, but let it be known. Let's get your version. How did you meet said brothers? How did that all start for you?
Of course, I remember moving on the block and shit, and you know, I'm older than y'all, well, at least older than you, Greg. And so by the time I got there, it was already kind of like in high school, and you was
Wait a minute. You was on your way to high school, nigga. You
Right.
had just graduated. I was in 8th grade.
You was at 8th grade.
Yeah. That's a fact.
And so we, I think it was like the summer or some shit,
That
pretty much,
summer.
or like the last few weeks of school for y'all.
It was the summertime. It wasn't nobody outside. I know that.
So I just, of course, I'm hooping anywhere I go. So it's courts. I'm go outside,
Right.
and I'm hooping against anybody who's outside.
Right.
And so you was out there, some other miscellaneous dudes was out there from the block, and I started balling, and I'm hooping.
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't like that shit. You was like, who is this nigga? And you think you cool, nigga?
I was very territorial.
And I was like, actually,
That's
yeah,
how I
nigga,
get
what the
on,
fuck?
dude.
I was like, yeah, actually, I do think I'm cool. You see it, nigga? Like, but what do it matter? Like, I don't get it. Like, and so eventually, this nigga was like, maybe you're right. So we, you know what I'm saying, start talking shit, kicking the bobo, this shit. And
Right.
you live right across the street from me.
Chicago
So
Skyline, kicking the bubbles.
All day.
that, that pretty much made it easy, you know what I'm saying, for
That's
motherfuckers to be like, hey, it's 9 o'clock, but I'm finna be across the street.
Yeah.
And the same thing for you. But I suppose you gotta spend more time at your crib and shit,
Yeah.
kicking it.
Yeah, I would say, you know what I'm saying, honestly, dog, like we, that's real. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that shit, you know what I'm saying, it checks out. Like we really did. It wasn't beef, it was just like, nigga, who the fuck is you in my neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? That's just how I was, And we played ball until wasn't nobody there. It was just you and me. You know what I'm saying? And then niggas was really like thirsty as fuck. So we ended up going to your crib and getting some Kool-Aid and shit.
Getting
You know what
some
I'm saying?
Kool-Aid.
Real shit. You think and
This
I
nigga
mean,
got a habit of
honestly,
going to niggas' cribs. I go.
You see it, right?
no comment. But anyway.
Fuck.
It's like, what are you
You know what I'm
expecting? Oh,
saying?
man.
So yeah, we went to your crib and we had some Kool-Aid, dog. And I remember saying to you that day, I was like, bro, I believe that we gonna be best friends. You know what I'm saying? I remember that.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
And you was like, yeah. And 32 years later, it was a fact. You feel me? So I remember that. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that shit.
Yeah, no doubt. So how you meet this dude over here? Like, how did that go?
Jay, you know what I'm saying? I already knew Jay from chorus, from school.
LP,
I
the
think
school he
he
didn't go
was-
to that he
Let
was
me say
at.
this, and he wasn't gay. Jay wasn't gay. Let me finish that
Look
shit.
at the
Like
face.
Jay was not gay. Like it was two Jessies there. One of them was gay as hell. Like he was gay. You know what I'm saying?
Tevin.
They both Tevin. We called him Tevin. You understand me? And dude wore suits just like Jay. So I mean, it was easy. You know, and I'm on my
Not just like
Jeez.
that.
no. I'm saying he
That
wore
nigga's
suits.
ties was narrow as fuck. I agree.
Listen, was he not wearing suits? Though is all I'm saying. The nigga was wearing
Ties
suits,
was
right?
narrow as fuck.
But they were suits, right?
He played ball in the shoes.
No, Jay.
No.
Jay was on some other shit. But my point is,
But that is how I met this nigga. I remember the first time I met Jay, it was after 4th period.
fuck it.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, at his school? At his
At
school?
LP. I
Was
get
at
off the
the
bus
period.
at LP, and I get off the bus. I'm walking directly to the basketball court
Right.
because I know that at 4th period, niggas is gonna be on the court.
Fuck it.
It's fucked up, but once the open campus kick off, the course is like niggas is running full courts, and there's 21s on the side courts too. Like it's niggas is hooping.
And the court was right off the bus stop. So all you had to do is walk off the bus and walk right onto the court. So
I get off the bus and I walk up the court, and they're already running the game, and this nigga is hooping.
fuck it.
It's Jay in his suit, not a full suit because his jacket is off. But you got the button up
Pat him
shirt.
down.
You know what I'm saying? Wing tips.
No.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Crossing niggas up,
Damn.
hooping
Slippity
niggas.
slide. Slippity slide. You understand me?
So I walk up and I tell him who we with. Like I guess Rick had already kind of let him know that I was gonna be showing up and shit. So I show up, and of course I get to hooping immediately.
Damn.
And of course I get to killing niggas. And so after that, it was just official, like, oh, this nigga who? And I'm looking at this nigga hoop and shoes.
Come on, man. And dress shoes is crazy.
Dog,
And wingtips is crazy.
you was really hooping in.
You
fucking wingtips.
had one shot. If you was out here like trash in them shoes, I would have had no respect for you. But you was
That's
good
fair.
on it.
Fuck it. Yeah.
In hindsight, bro, that's respectable.
And see, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like honestly, I was there to witness all of these things. I take account to all of these things that they're saying because I was there. I just wasn't hooping. At this point, I stopped playing basketball and I started to focus on other endeavors.
Girls.
Okay.
Bitches.
And in that
Old pony, the birth of pony.
this ain't about me. I was just
Testosterone
I'm just
in
making
effect.
I was making a transition into back
With
into
your
the
permission,
Okay, sorry.
I just want to spend a little
Never mind,
time.
man. Fuck it. There you go. See, there we go. I mean, I'm just saying, but all I'm
Okay,
saying
wait.
is I was there. God damn. Oh, go ahead.
So-
Right.
Damn it.
You know, you get pushed out
I'm
of a
changing the
room and
channel,
somebody like, get
changing
out the
the
room.
channel,
God. That's what they just did to me. They just pushed me
No,
out.
you started talking about girls.
Oh, what?
You did.
Okay, anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. I just
So,
said I didn't
other
play
than-
ball no more. That's all I
Other
said.
than
So
ball.
Brother V,
Yeah.
me and Brother V got a kid that's the same age. Well, his kid is older. Lil V is older. But he's got a kid that is 25 years old. Just made 25 a couple months ago. So let's can you talk a little bit about how that came about? Yeah. We had a crates on your goof ass.
I mean, that's a whole story, boy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you're here for. Fucking answer.
Damn.
Wow. That is a great story.
That's a great one. We're going to close the show out with that one. Go ahead, B.
And fin.
Tell them the story.
Right. But now, I mean, I was married to his mom, who was this black woman I met at a horse reading, actually, which is some other shit.
Right.
Right.
I mean, what was that like?
Damn.
97?
Here's a better question. How does it feel to have a 25-year-old son, my dude?
No, I'm proud of that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's an awesome kid.
Okay,
He's
then.
actually, no, let me back up because I got to recalibrate for that nigga is a grown man.
That's what I'm talking about. 25 is that's
Like,
classified.
he like
growth.
6'2",
Come on now.
2-something pounds. Like,
Come on.
I wouldn't fuck with him.
I know that's right. Shout out to Lil V. That's my godson right there. You know what I'm saying? That's
But I'm
crazy.
glad, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I raised that big nigga I love, so I ain't got to, you know what I'm saying, test have no feats of strength.
Yeah, pull it up.
Right. That's dope. That is absolutely dope. So let me ask you something. What's in the future for Brother V? Like, what are we doing going forward, V? Like, what are some of your aspirations for the future? What are you focusing on? What are you going towards, bro? Like, what are some of your goals, in 2025 and beyond? I mean, I already know you need at least 2 summers, my dude. Like, I already know that, you know what I'm saying? At least 2 summers. But
that's just, natural, but
yes, sir.
I'm definitely going to be focusing on my art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Focusing on the cast.
Facts.
Just, always improve myself.
Okay.
That definitely want to continue to, I guess, be an example for my family, and definitely continue to move in a way that is first,
Mm-hmm.
help build community.
Yes, sir. I can dig that. I can really, really dig that. I really dig that. So, you a single man out here, baby. You understand me? We talking a couple of summers. You a single man, my guy. So,
Yeah.
what's your type, or do you not have a type? You got a type out here?
I mean, I like Freddie. things.
You better tell them what you like because they
You know what I'm
listening.
saying?
What you like,
I
dog?
mean, I know that I qualify for pretty things, and so I know when I see something I like, and I know definitely when I see something that I like in me. So I just
Right.
like that.
You hit him with with that Martin interview. I likes the ladies and the ladies like me. You understand me? I know that's I know that's right. I know that's right. Let me ask you this, bro. You know, a lot of people are talking about health and things, you know, being health oriented. I know you're a big, you know, you're definitely a foodie, but you know, you stay in shape and you're a health nut. So I want to know, like, what are some of your regimens? Talk to these black men and tell them what they need to be doing out here, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely took. There was a time in my life where I kind of felt like, and I think I shared this with y'all. Like I've spent plenty of time eating good.
Fuck
I've
it.
eaten a lot of good stuff.
Fuck it.
It's been delicious.
Right.
It's been hella delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to have been able to partake in a lot of hella delicious shit.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's time to maybe start focusing on less delicious things and more nutritional
Not less
things.
delicious.
Less delicious is hilarious.
Less delicious. That's illmatic. I like that. Okay. Less delicious things.
It's a movement.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, it's definitely a mind shift to be like, I got to discipline myself and not eat this and not do this
Okay.
and not because of aesthetic reasons, like I'm trying to look a certain way or anything, but like strictly like I'm trying to be strong so
Mm-hmm.
that when I get older, I can still be capable and healthy so that I can live to be older.
Indeed, indeed. That's now that definitely sounds like the outline of it. So what are some of your regimens? Like what are you eating? Like, you know, what are you recommending that these brothers should be eating right now? You know what I'm saying? What is I really want to know that personally, bro, because I know that, like I said, I'm a foodie. You know what I'm saying? I dig food porn for sure. You dig what I'm
Right.
saying? And I love a good meal for sure. But I mean, taste is necessary. You know what I'm saying? Quality is most definitely necessary. So where
Definitely.
you're buying your produce from, things of that nature, is necessary. You know, you hear all of these different things and read all of these different things about what's going on in these grocery stores, what's going on in Walmart. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know, and you like, okay, well, shit. You know, I want to make sure I'm eating properly. So, like, where you getting your food from, dog? And like, what are you eating?
I
I'm
mean,
serious about that.
mainly,
That's important.
mainly, I want to say that the biggest thing that people should be kind of conscious of, because you can eat good still. I mean, there was a point in time where I was like really disciplined, but that's not now. But I still kept myself in a decent shape because some of the habits you just don't lose.
Right.
So the first thing I would recommend really is just trying to develop habits. Even
Okay.
small habits will help build you towards developing and conditioning yourself to maybe making bigger steps that may be the bigger change that you want to pivot towards.
For sure.
So small, easily attainable goals that will keep you engaged.
Mm-hmm.
So, cutting back on small things. I'm not going to eat this into the weekend. Be realistic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, I'm just going to completely cut out cookies and snacks because I didn't do that. I still be
Right.
fucking up, you know what I'm saying? Gummies and shit. I do.
I ain't mad at you. I feel
But
you.
I cut that shit out. Like, I ain't going to do this shit on the summer or I'm going to do it on the weekends or only when I'm
Right.
celebrating the holiday. For those who
Moderation and
celebrate, right? You know what I'm saying? So, right, moderation and everything.
For sure. For
So
sure.
once you start developing those habits, it becomes easy to kind of maintain.
Yeah. I tell you one thing, man. I've been getting my vegetable and fruit on, baby. You understand me? Like,
Increasing your vegetables and fruit is
yes,
definitely
sir.
a good
No more
thing.
fried food.
There's
Yeah, slowing
good
down on that shit
carbs.
for sure. Yes, sir.
So cutting back on the bad carbs and increasing your good carbs like brown rice and
Drink. It's
quinoa.
another drink.
And
Mm-hmm.
there's ways to make it delicious.
Yes.
You can make, you know what I'm saying, delicious Puerto Rican rice and beans. You can definitely make delicious brown rice or delicious quinoa and what have you. So
quinoa is decent. I didn't think it was gonna be decent, but it's pretty decent. It's the look of it for me, and it's a textural thing. You know what I'm saying? But the quinoa is definitely something that I'm feeling. You know what
yeah,
I'm
you got to
saying? I
mix it
can't
in
say
with
that
other
I
things.
don't.
I feel you on that.
hmm So I'm gonna tell you this though. I mean, also the fruit game is very important because a lot of those things are antioxidants. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? They're good. They're good for your urinary tract. They're good for your bladder. You know what I mean? A lot of them also help with, the different vitamins and things of that nature that are in them are good for your immune system. You know what I mean? Bone density, all of that kind of shit. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. I like carrots, man. Like drinking them. They're delicious. You know what I'm saying? I also found a way that you can puree a whole watermelon and just get the juice from the watermelon itself.
Yeah, I
I
saw that,
mean,
man. That
with the
looks
seed.
delicious.
Don't it though? Did I send that to you? I sent that to you, didn't I?
I think I've
You
seen it
seen it?
in the
I'm gonna tell you like
webs
this.
world.
It's almost that season. And when I see one of them motherfuckers on the side of the road with the biggest, stupidest watermelon, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. You understand me? And do that because my man sat up there and did that shit. He packaged that and was selling that, wasn't he, V?
He was.
And it looks delicious and it's
It
full of
did.
vitamins and it's full of, I mean, it's good fiber in that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that that are definitely beneficial. And then what you eating as far as meat is concerned, if you're eating chicken, if you're eating a lot of beef, if you're eating a lot of pork, if you're eating fish, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. If you're vegetarian, if you're vegan, like what is your, you know what I'm saying? Is that those things are important.
I mean, I kind of am kind of protein conscious.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
people
can
think
dig
of
that.
protein like as in building muscle, but it's more recovery, like all types of recovery from immune system, colds. So being how quickly you bounce back from feeling achy. All
Right.
of that is based off of how much protein you consume regularly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So whether it be plant-based, I'm not going to be biased on your sources of protein. I'm just saying be conscious about increasing your protein consumption,
Mm-hmm.
and doing that will also help you make you feel full. So then that'll cut back on snacking and all types of other crazy stuff that may cause other issues.
I can dig it. I can definitely dig that. I don't want to take up too much of it, brother Jay. Christopher, so you got anything for the young man that y'all want to ask real quick?
I can ask about older stuff, like go back to the stuff we were talking about before.
Okay.
What's something you believe that 21 that you would laugh at now?
That's crazy. That's Illmatic, right? I like that.
Damn. I definitely gave more agency to, especially 21 back then. Like we didn't have the internet, and so it was harder to get more information. And so gatekeeping was a real thing. And so I gave more agency to trying to find the right thing or the right person to come up on because you just didn't know what you didn't know back then. Whereas if I was being honest, even back then, the internet was developed enough where like if I really wanted to, you could have found what the fuck you really wanted even back then. And so sometimes it just be you limiting yourself because you're comfortable. And I think that if I could tell myself anything is just don't be comfortable with being comfortable. The way through is really where you feel the most uncomfortable and work through that. You ain't got to be in pain. You ain't got to be in distress, but being comfortable ain't necessarily a good thing, especially at 21.
There's no growth.
Fuck it.
What about you, brother Jay? You got any closing questions for the young man?
100%. 100%. So you got three little brothers. outside of your brothers you chose, right? Give me a funny story that you experienced with your brothers that was like, you know how you have those situations that are funny enough where it's like, I wish other people were actually present to see it. I'm interested to hear a funny story about your dynamic with your brothers, something that happened that was like, damn, that shit was funny as fuck.
I mean, we definitely had a bunch of funny moments. Just growing up with your brothers. I was seeing somebody talking about Tales from the Hood,
Fuck it.
and I don't know. Everybody remembers where they were at this moment when that white dude told the little dolls, "You little diglets."
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Because you know what I'm saying, how you even come up with the word nigga, which is completely appropriate for the movie and what was going on and shit. But also that shit is hilarious.
Fuck
But
it.
you know what I'm saying, for all of us, especially like 4 different brothers, different ages, to collectively die laughing at that shit all at the same moment.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope as hell.
Was hilarious.
Yeah, that's really, really dope. I want to know. I got one real quick, and then I'm gonna let Starferson ask hers. My question is, let's flip that. Now, what would you say is one of the funniest moments that you've experienced with Squad, with the brothers you chose? I know that. Yeah, see.
I mean, if you really want to,
I encourage you to cook.
I encourage you to cook.
I mean, this is both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? We was like, I don't remember how old we were.
All right.
But we was planning on going to.
I knew we were going here, sir. Immediately.
We was going to North Pier. It was me. It was Jay. It was Rick. And it was Delau. Shout out to Delau.
Shout out to Delau.
So we getting ready to go to North Pier, Navy Pier. That was back when they had like the arcade and like the bar and shit in the joint.
How old were you?
He was like 18, not even 16, 17.
If you was like, okay, so V was probably about 17. I was 15.
Going on 18. Like Jay was like 18, maybe just 18.
Yeah, because Jay's
so
old ass nigga. Go ahead.
These dudes,
I feel no way about that.
Fuck it.
Jay, you know, this is at the time, right when, you know what I'm saying, the Jamie King type.
You son of a bitch.
Joy was jumping off.
Son of a bitch.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say brothers was wearing, you know what I'm saying, the jeans.
Damn.
I ain't gonna say muscle shirts. But they were velvety and they were tight body adjacent.
That nigga said tight body adjacent.
Tight body adjacent, bro?
They was the tight body shirts. You know what I'm saying? The velour, the light, the real thin velour.
Right, and with the zipper on the joint, you know what I'm saying? Like when you put it on, you had to do 3 complimentary body rolls.
It was required with the fit?
Soon as you put it on, you got to do 3 body rolls.
You have to do 3.
You have to. Fuck you, Vincent.
Fuck it.
So anyway, you know what I'm saying? We getting ready to go to outside and shit. Of course, Rick lived across the street from me, so I go to the crib real quick, get ready to go, and then I run back over to Rick's crib so I can chill with these niggas and shit while they get ready and shit. And these niggas both got on jeans and the body shirt.
With the zipper.
With the zipper. So Delau show up, he looking like, no.
Same fucking color.
Same color?
Same color.
Same color. I thought
Same jeans, same shoes, damn near, same.
That's what them baggy jeans, you remember?
Shirt.
Baggy jeans
baggy
with the black
joint.
belt. You either did that or the button-up dress shirt, white dress shirt with the
Gotham City boots.
With the Gotham Cities on. Fuck.
Which is the boots that R. Kelly wore in the Gotham City video for everybody who needs to know.
That was in the
just so you can have the visual.
Yeah.
Picture R. Kelly revving up the motorcycle, the
Damn.
boots.
With the boot heels. Yeah.
So they got boots,
All that.
jeans, R. Kelly jeans, Jamie Foxx muscle shirt.
Yeah.
Me and Delisle is like walking 3 to 4 steps behind these niggas. So of course they have to walk ahead of us.
Damn.
So we walking we diddy bopping down the street, about to go to the bus and shit. No, to the train. Out the train and head downtown. And I guess it was some kid who saw these niggas, came downstairs, opened the door, was like, "What y'all glasses?" Jay run like he better run across the street and beat up like some 7-year-old.
I'm telling you, it was real back then. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
and Delisle dying laughing, dying in the street at these niggas and shit.
Fuck you, bro.
That really happened. Thanks for telling that story, B. I got
Fuck
you.
you,
I owe you
bro.
one, nigga.
You was home. Why
God
did you
damn
go
it.
inside your
Yo,
God
I mean,
damn
I-
it.
And of course,
Hey,
some of these
in my
niggas,
defense,
you all will never live this shit down because
I
y'all
see
can't
that.
decide to
I
come
see
down.
that. Okay, yeah.
Outside.
Here we go.
wait. Time out.
Style.
We didn't decide shit.
Fuck it.
I dressed like that back then.
You
Yeah,
did.
Jay was on
It
that.
wasn't-
That was Jay.
it wasn't my
aesthetic,
fault.
You know what I'm saying? I really
And then
was
Jay's defense, he did show up
in the shirt.
in the shirt.
Yeah.
So he also had limited options compared to what he.
that's not
But he
true.
also
One of
watched
us
Ray.
chose.
Yeah.
He
One of
also-
us made a
he also
choice.
watched this
That's what I
nigga
mean.
get dressed and did not protest.
Nah.
He didn't say,
Oh, okay. So that's where you
anything
get
like,
the
nigga, I'm
blame.
gonna
That's where
beat
the
your
blame
ass.
come
You
in.
never
at.
wear that
Okay,
shirt
I got
today.
you.
Nothing.
Fuck
He was just
yeah.
like, cool, let's be Bobson twins.
Let's do
So
it.
let's-
Not boxy twin.
Damn it. This is a great
Yo.
Niggas fuck up sometimes.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I
You
thought
just
I
like
was
when the
fucked up.
twins unite, let's do it. We can sing the song together. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna tell you honestly, my thing was I was working out, I was doing them sit-ups on the
That
stairs.
was both
I
of y'all.
I
We was doing the sit-ups on the stairs.
Don't get it like don't
The-
get
the-
it
the
twisted.
declines.
Niggas was really
The
working out
declines.
hard. We was really getting to it. So I was like, okay, I'm feeling like something. So I'm gonna go ahead. I think this
Bring the
girl
body
bought me
out.
the shirt off North Avenue or some shit, and I rocked that shit.
But goddamn it, that
I
happened.
think this nigga rocked it one more time.
Who, me?
Yes, at school. And then
Did
you
I?
never wore it again. Yes.
Oh yeah. I wore it to school one day, and that's
And
the day that I pulled it. And Jay had it on at the same.
Wait,
Jay had the same shirt on
At school?
at
again?
school. Yeah, it was.
I wasn't
it
dressing
was-
like that back in the
No,
street.
it was, dog. You had the same
Yes,
shirt on. You
bro.
was walking down the
Well,
mall with.
because
I think,
actually-
I don't-
I
Yeah,
remember
go ahead,
TJ was toasting y'all niggas.
yeah, I had
For
left the scene
months.
fast. I had fled the
For months.
scene immediately. I was on my way back to Logan. Baby.
First of all,
To-
For the
to-
record,
I
I
never
dressed
wore that.
like that.
I never wore that shirt again.
And
You
and
niggas did not.
She
Never.
did qualify that at least you kind of, you know what I'm saying? That
Stay
was
in your
yeah.
That was me. I was listen here, baby. I was
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
for my identity.
But
You
like I
understand me?
said,
I was
in
figuring
Rick's
out.
defense, he never
That shirt
wore
had a
that.
zipper.
never wore
It did have a zipper. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
why a shirt had a zipper.
Yeah, and
It
then
was
the
a zipper
sleeves was mad.
that came from the solar plexus
Jay was
up to the
committed.
neck.
Jay continued to wear that shit, multiple variations,
Period.
sleeveless.
Different
You know what I'm saying?
colors.
Jay was doing.
He was
Because I
everywhere.
dressed like that.
Yeah, he was
That is-
absolutely.
I'm
Let's
saying.
go.
All we saying is, yeah, but hell no. I realized that.
Bro, fuck you for bringing that up. That was
Wait,
traumatic.
wait,
Good shit, B. I
Vince-
think it's awesome, dog. Go
Vince-
ahead and tell your story, my
Vince-
nigga.
Vince-
You son of a bitch.
What you got? For
You
us?
promised.
'Cause you two-
Sometimes you just gotta pay what you owe. Goddamn.
Fuck
You
it.
understand me?
No, I want to
Go
know about.
ahead.
I want to know
I
about
fucked up.
his fashion
Right.
choices.
Okay, that's a good one.
Like we know what they were wearing, but what about you? What's the one fashion choice that you regret? Come back. to 2000.
Man, probably wearing them Carl Kanai vests and shit.
Fuck yeah.
Not the
From
vest
the-
only.
From the
with the
Mega
pockets,
Mall.
with the
Right, with
pockets.
the,
Yeah.
it was like the blue jean
That
with
vest was heavy in
the
the
yellow Carl Kanai, and that motherfucker was heavy as hell.
Why was it heavy, bro? It was made out of cloth. Why was it
Then
heavy?
then you get the size like 2 sizes too big, so you get like extra large shorts,
Yeah.
and that motherfuckers was heavy as hell. You sweating.
Sliding and sweating.
Is that the one
Yeah,
that
so-
had like the cursive
And then your belt don't fit right.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
belt
with the
don't
cursor
fit right.
connect the man.
That was a K
Yeah.
and okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was real shit. That's your regret.
It was under the Jodeci Act. It was under the Jodeci Act.
It was
Actually, someone in the chat actually called that out. That was under the Jodeci Act.
Fuck it. I'm gonna say this to you though. Honestly, dog, that shit, real talk, was like when we got our act together was like the mid 90s though, like 97, 98. That's when niggas really start, you know what I'm saying, getting that flavor about them. You know what I'm saying? But I will say the earlier years we was really looking for, you know, our style. But I'm gonna tell you one of the craziest for me is when Jay had on that motherfucking cream Kango suit. Remember that? Come on,
Hey,
Jam.
you can
Come
make
on,
jokes.
Jam. I'm just saying
That
this
shit was
shit
fucking fire.
I'm just saying we on a train. This nigga, we on a train. You understand
The
me?
mock neck, that
The
shit was
mock- that
fire.
nigga had on a
Fuck
mock neck. You understand me?
Fuck
with the
you.
motherfucking with the
Hat?
Applejack
Yo.
Kango.
the Kango
Yeah,
joint.
with the Gotham cities on.
Were they shorts?
with the
Gotham.
Gotham.
No, they weren't
Short.
shorts. They weren't shorts.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
fuck
had
you,
on-
Christmas. Hey.
That nigga went
I'm looking
full
for another
on.
zipper. So
He
you
went
understand?
full on side that say 18.
Come
It was
on.
almost a pompadour. It was almost a pompadour. I ain't gonna hold you.
Fuck yeah.
So it's furry.
It wasn't furry. It was kind of like almost like a
Velvet?
suede-ish kind of fabric, like material.
Yeah,
But it was raw. It was a
It was hard.
it was a Kango Applejack. Like niggas wasn't, you know what I mean? Like we was doing Applejacks, but niggas wasn't really rocking Applejack
I
hats.
don't know. People in New
No,
York didn't.
not.
You know what I'm saying? So we was rocking those, and Jay had on a motherfucking cream one to match his outfit. You understand what I'm saying?
Clean.
And then had like, what would you
He
say, about
knew.
2
He
inch?
knew when he put
Tell
that
me
shit
about the
on. He's
shoes.
like,
Tell
these
me about
niggas
the
ain't
shoes.
ready. He came outside like,
Boots.
please, please.
Now I laid it on the bed, bro. Fuck you, bro.
I'm gonna kill him today. I'm gonna
I'm
kill him.
gonna kill these
That's when you
niggas.
stand back.
In history.
Right.
Handle like this.
He knew when he got started. As soon as he closed the door on the green, he was like, damn, Jay.
Right.
Bro,
That's the only nigga.
the
I
boots
know
was
that
off brown. I remember the fit,
Dog.
bro.
Dog,
shit, we remember
dog,
that shit.
It was cold.
You was doing your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't
It
nobody
was a
saying
little
nothing
bit too much.
against
I'm
you.
gonna be honest
It
with you.
was just you was rocking that shit. But this
In
the only
hindsight, it was
nigga I
a little
know.
bit. It was a
He was
little
like,
bit over
he
the
was like,
top.
for no
only nigga-
reason. For no
Huh?
reason.
What'd you say, V?
He said, for no reason.
Fuck it. You was the only nigga I know that could walk through the motherfucking greens in a whole like 100% cream outfit and not get your ass beat though. I mean, seriously, like nobody fuck.
I
Like
do
you
not.
was still, your shit was still clean by the time you got to the bully. You understand me? Like for real. Like some niggas gonna walk through that neighborhood and get their ass walked all the way up and down Larrabee. You understand what I'm saying? That's gonna happen. But Jay ass, he walked straight through the land and nobody fuck with him.
Hey, I just found out. I just found out who was actually chiming in on the chat. It's V's brother, Sean.
Oh shit! What up, Sean? What up, family? You all right?
Yo,
That's crazy. You gonna have to call in one of these days, bro, and holler at us, man.
you're more
But
than
yeah,
welcome.
man. Yeah, for sure. Be good to see you, dog. All right, so let's close this thing out. Let's close it out on an amazing note. Brother V, I want you to do me a favor, bro. I want you to say something amazing to the people, dog. I dare you to be great. I dare you to be great, bro. Say something great. Say something great, my nigga.
Damn. All right, well, I mean, more than anything, not to think I was just having this conversation with Jay, but I'm definitely at a point in life, and I hope everybody can get to a point in life where they're able to just communicate whatever their hearts contain, whatever is laying on their heart, in a completely respectful, loving way that kind of summarizes everything that you need and want as a person without any fear of being judged, without any fear of being ignored or being told that what you're talking about is not valid. To be able to just openly communicate to whoever, your loved ones or what have you, to be able to just do that and do it with an open heart, and also accept the motherfucking response, knowing that you've communicated how did you feel, and that you laid your heart bare, and that don't have to necessarily move anybody, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You still you, they still who they are, and it doesn't necessarily even affect your relationship or how it's going to interact with who you talking to. So, you know what I'm saying? Communicate better to people.
Fuck it. On the eve of 420,
That's right.
Brother V. That's
Get
it.
high.
I mean, dude, I want to hear whatever you smoking. I mean, that nigga said, listen here. I just want to say,
Love everyone.
love everybody. Okay.
All around.
Like, that was really,
Don't
I'm
worry
like,
about
damn,
people's
nigga,
stuff.
past that. Like, what did you do? Happy 420, my bro. You understand that?
Absolutely.
But I just want to tell you, I want to thank you for being great, King. I want to thank you for your resilience. I want to thank you for your patience. You know, I want to thank you for your friendship, and most importantly, I want to thank you for your love. And I know now that if I never knew before, that you are my family, just like the rest of my family, and you will always be that.
Absolutely.
Always. So I thank you for sharing your story with the people and letting them know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And then the whole fam, don't get it twisted. I'm talking about Lino, Sean, Giovanni, of course, Mom. I love you, Mom. Always rest in power, Queen. You understand that? Like, it's a real thing. Jay Boogie, the whole fam. Like, you know, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no me without y'all. You feel me? Y'all DNA is all in my style. So always know that. Always know that. So we gonna give y'all another chance to hear Jay Boogie's confessions. That's what we're gonna call them, the confessions of Jay Boogie. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that very soon. We're
Who
gonna
was
give
he
y'all,
talking to?
I don't know, but we're gonna give you the confessions of Jay Boogie. That's what we're gonna call that, V. All right. All right. What you think, Star Officer? That sound good? The confessions of Jay
I'm
Boogie.
definitely going out to buy me a velvet muscle shirt.
Fuck it.
With the
You gonna rock it on the next
zipper. Don't
episode, dog?
forget the
Oh Lord.
I'ma hold you to it.
Next
I'm gonna hold you to it.
episode.
Okay.
Whatever
All right.
episode that Jay is being interviewed, I am getting the muscle shirt. It might be sleeveless,
I'm
you know what I'm
actually gonna go
saying?
buy
Fuck
one.
It might be full
yeah.
sleeve, it
What
might be
color
a
was it?
hood.
Fuck
I'm
it.
doing it.
What
Okay.
color was it?
I think it was like
It was black. It was black.
it was black.
It was black
one
with
It
a,
was
like
black.
with a silver, like, you know what I'm saying,
A
zipper
silver.
type shit.
Jesus.
That'll make it easy.
Yeah, don't make it easy.
You know what I'm saying? Body shirt with the button in the middle.
I was
Velvet, though, eh?
155 wet, baby. I was a little cat. So it didn't look right. That was the thing. That's why I went home and I said, body shirts ain't for me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not doing
It
this.
didn't matter
more.
that Jay had on the exact same
Hell,
one.
that's what Jay he told me. That's
It didn't matter that he had worn a gi 3 weeks before.
No, that's what I'm saying, dog. Like, don't get me started. Like, yeah, I did. I
He
will
was
tell you.
trying to find himself.
I was finding myself, baby, and I didn't care. Like, I was fearless. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. You know, and I do my thing like that, fearlessly. That's how I live my life. Only thing I fear is God. Believe that. Other than that, I'm with it. Let's get to it. You understand me?
Because I definitely wouldn't have worn no gi out to the
Thank
south
you.
side.
Thank you. On the south side,
Especially
on
if
what
the light
side?
skinned nigga with curly hair, they've been like, get that shit.
Come
Oh,
on,
95th State is crazy.
come on. And I was out there. You understand me? Unscathed. It was a real thing. Like, I don't think none of us really had no issues like that growing up. You dig? Like, not at all. You feel me? And we were really being experimental with style. Like, we were, you know, in fashion and different wardrobes, you know, different attires and shit. Jay, he would wear, like, one thing I'm gonna say Jay can't wear, he should not really wear because it don't fit him that much, is
Okay.
streetwear.
Hmm?
Jay is a professionally dressed suit and tie type of nigga. Like, he looks like Jay in that. When Jay wears streetwear, it's kind of like, it's just different. It's just different.
I don't remember with Jay and no Fubu.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't rocking none of that. I don't remember seeing Jay come down the street in a Nautica jacket or no shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So, but anyway, I appreciate y'all coming out and you know, definitely kicking with us another weekend. We pray that y'all have an amazing weekend. Y'all stay safe out there, enjoy yourselves. And oh shit, wait a minute, hold up. I almost didn't get the opportunity to tell y'all. Y'all need to get on that Q shape, baby. I'm gonna tell you, still new him and my favorite with the beeswax for you dry ass niggas. I want y'all to make sure that y'all get y'all some Q shape. All right, it's the truth. Get some, you bitches. All right, for real. Indeed,
Nice.
indeed. So that being said, I appreciate y'all kicking it with us another evening on the Mike Russian Show, and we gonna see y'all next weekend. Hopefully with the Confessions of Jay Boogie.
Not with the echo.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Not with the
That's-
usher.
And I'm gonna tell
Right,
y'all
right.
something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. We gonna really, really get together and do. I got some ideas for your ass, Jay. You get ready. You get ready to answer some questions. You hear me? We will see y'all next weekend. 100. God bless. Be easy.
Good night.
Yeah, boy.